Well, where I was tied up on working on the other side of the showground yesterday, things have been got into sequence a little bit for today, and
you were doing what on the other side of the showground?
I won't go into what I was doing tied up on the other side of the showground.
I thought you said working for a minute.
I was going to say there's Malcolm Fleet here who has got a rough idea of some of the things that happened yesterday, and there's a heavy load coming down from the far side. And they were using this one yesterday, Malcolm, were they?
Yeah, they had that out. That's a trailer built by Cranes of Dereham, and I understand it's capable of carrying 50 tons.
Here in a minute.
Well, the tank that's on board, we nicknamed that a couple of years ago as Michael's Thermos, but whether he'd want that for a thermos, because as you know, he used to eat lots of burgers and things, didn't he? If there was a burger van around, Michael would be there.
Well, that was all part of the Michael Oliver image, wasn't it?
Well, you're not kidding.
Do you know, a lot of those burger vans actually used to have cheese rolls tucked away behind, especially there for Michael when he turned up.
But if you look along the side of that trailer, you'll see there's like a lot of holes in the side. Well, that's so that you can put extension pieces on to carry an extra wide load, as it were. But it's quite a unique trailer because it's got bogies front and rear, and both sets of bogies are steerable. And you'll see that it could literally come down that hill sideways and crab through, so that if it was out on the road and it came to an awkward situation, like a nasty bend or something a bit tight on the way to wherever they were delivering their load, they could manoeuvre the trailer around it in that way. I think you've got somebody from your fan club here with the scammel in front. Just get your right glasses on, you'll see what it is there.
Oh, wait,
what were the matches on the back?
The one with the matches, yes. That's the Scammell Explorer there with all the REME markings on, Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineers. Of course, they were the people responsible for operating the majority of these vehicles when they were in service.
Marvellous vehicles though, weren't they? Because it's not an all-wheel drive, is it?
Yes, the Explorer is a 6x6.
That's a 6x6, beg your pardon.
The one before it, the Pioneer, that was a 6x4, and that only drove on the back four wheels.
It always fascinates me the way they've got that, they used to call it a rocking beam axle, didn't they, in the back, where you've got the two wheels on each side linked together.
The walking beam, and there's a demonstration of that. If you're over in the commercial vehicle section, you'll see one of these Pioneers actually set up outside the Scammell register display stand, going over an obstacle which will actually display that, and in fact, going across the centre of the arena now, Malcolm, you'll see there's a Scammell Explorer on suspended tow, and if you look, the back wheels are all on
they're still on the ground. That's fantastic, because the front axle pivots as well, isn't it?
So everything pivots in all directions, and so do the heavy haulage units. I mean, you look at the nearest Scammell to us up here on the top, the constructor up there on the top, and the front axles will drop down alarmingly on that. They'll pivot in all directions, and it's amazing. Once again, so moving a heavy load around the countryside, around street furniture, etc., you can actually go up banking and things like that in order to get the swing round the corner.
Well, I know a couple of years ago with a big trailer, they did actually come down and they crabbed down over that hill, and that was a terrific sight to see.
See it coming down sideways.
Yes. It was sort of doing something it shouldn't do. But I see that, I can never remember the name, I think it's Oshkosh is just going up over the hill there now, whether you've ever seen one of those before.
Where
just going up the hill on the right hand side. Tractor unit there. You want to borrow my glasses?
Right, just turning
the hill's in the far end. It's that little dot in the distance.
Yes, I'd have to see that from the front, but I'm not sure.
He's just leaving a little trail of dust, but he must be gone out of your focal range now.
Quite possibly. The white stick's not that long.
Do you want more than a white stick? No. It's where someone says, "Oh, just run up the top of the hill a minute and tell them that so and so." Do you know they've worked it out round the compound to get from the back of admin to the front. You're not allowed to go through. You've got to walk round. It's a quarter of a mile.
I think it is, yes, because I had to do it the other day.
I just had confirmation from Lorick. It is a quarter of a mile. But you imagine when you get round there, you've forgotten what you've gone for, like you do with old age. You have to walk back again.
Well, I wouldn't know about that, Malcolm. We did have a road system in this country before the Romans, only nobody wants to admit it. Yes, we've still got it. It still works the same way, like your men with the pothole kit.
bends are put there as obstructions.
I know that long load there making its way round the bottom. It's I know we mentioned it before, but there is too. Thinking about it, there's actually a film on the on the preservation and restoration of that trailer. I remember when that came onto the site here originally.
Now I know one of them. It's either that one or the one with the transformer on was restored by Vincent Engineering, wasn't it, of Hemstridge?
It was. It's a completely adjustable trailer.
I got a feeling they may have done both of them actually, but I know when he did it and brought it back, they just couldn't believe what he'd produced. You know, the quality of the work and the finish was absolutely superb, and they would still do what they were meant to do.
Oh yes, those trailers were purpose built. And if you look at it now, you've got a very good view in silhouette there, how it's literally suspended between the two bogies.
Yeah, it is. I think the back bogey's got a little donkey engine on there to drive the hydraulics, which are used for steering it.
That's right.
And I'm not certain whether the front one has as well. So you've got two little diesel engines on the back there running to drive the hydraulic system, because they can literally raise and lower that bed completely off the ground.
Can go up and down. It's completely adjustable, lengthways, widthways, and height to ground clearance, as you see. Man there with two bottles.
That's young Craig. That's one of Mike Lawrence's able assistants. He puts a hell of a lot of work in with Mike and his collection. He does get a lot of pleasure out of playing with the equipment, but you've been to Mike's place, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
I was hoping to go there this year.
You don't know what you've missed. He must have one of the biggest private collections of equipment, and not just it's all sorts he's got down there, from car conversions into mowers. He's got steam engines, tractors, you name it, he's got it, and he just like collecting it.
Well, he's got one or two enthusiasts who are fortunate to have the space to be able to do this, and of course Davis is up in the Midlands for another one, and we are fortunate that they bring a fair bit of gear down to shows like this, and it's a great deal of Dorset Steam Fair. We've got a wonderful selection of equipment from all across the country, and not just here in the UK, is it? There's entries here from across the world, literally.
Well, I don't know where it is at the moment, but we've still got one of the at least one of the New Zealand McLarens that was here last year. And that's an interesting one. One of the ones that's interesting because it was a steam engine that a gentleman in New Zealand acquired, and he didn't have all of it, so he built it up to suit himself. And it's got tractor back wheels and tyres on it. It's got what we call